So guys, here with the 350Z fenders again. So if you guys watched the update video, you would know that I do not have the Rocket Bunny fenders anymore because of I didn't want to spend a bunch on rims, and if I had spacers and it wouldn't be good for 500 horsepower and blah 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 blah. Anyways, so I'm getting custom over fenders. So we still have to cut the fenders more just to be safe, so there's a black line that we had originally still needs to be cut above it. And then what we're going to do is we're going to grind it, make it nice and smooth, and then we're going to, I mean Justin's here. Kyers lives out near the river and it flooded super bad. So I got Justin today, who's just as good. So we're going to be hammering this?
Yeah, probably hammering it, or even just like throwing something up on top of the wheel and pushing it through to make the metal meet.
Yeah, something like that. And then we don't have a welder, but it will be welded, so it's nice and flat, basically, right?
Yeah,
That's what
just
you said?
flush and professional looking so that it doesn't look like we're a bunch of hacks here.
Okay guys, so we finished cutting the blue piece of the actual paint, and then we have this under piece. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take a hammer and hit this piece up as far as we can until this gets really close to meeting.
So we started to hammer this and we realized that it's a little bit stiffer than we thought. So we're going to make a relief cut right down in here just to give us a little bit more room to play with.
Okay, so we resorted to pure just barbaric ways, and I'm just smacking the crap out of this, as you guys can see down here. You bring it over.
Yep.
Okay. This is up now, so I'm just literally just smacking the crap out of it. So it was kind of hard to start. I just started hitting right where the cut was, and it finally started to bend up, and the rest started to bend up nice and easily. So it's Justin, honestly. Justin breaks everything. So there's the handle. There's the rest of the hammer. Okay, guys. So we're trying just a couple of different things. So first one was obviously smack the crap out of it with the hammer. Next one is if you have a scissor jack, well, scissor lift, I guess. And if you I need some of that, otherwise no one's gonna see a thing. If you pin it up against the metal and just lift it. Okay, actually you can explain it since you're doing it.
It's basically the same idea as the guys that roll their fenders with a baseball bat, except this is a little bit more slow and precise. We're just going through and pushing it to meet. We can control this a lot better than they can control their baseball bat, no matter what they tell you. So all we're doing is we're applying pressure to the metal so that it comes up and bends, because it's hard to bend metal by hand. So the main idea is we're just going to push it up as high as it's going to go, get it as close as we can, and then cut off any excess, like this right here, once we've got it all pushed up.
So for those who are doing I guess any type of over fender where you have to cut your fender, this is one way how to do it. It doesn't have to be Rocket Bunny. It could be Rocket Bunny. It could be custom, however you're doing it. This method will work. It just takes a while. So anything to add to that, or?
No, it's just a process. Don't get too frustrated with it because metalworking is always like this. So we started on this side, we worked back. As you go, this part will bend back down. You just got to massage the metal until it's all where it needs to be. Alright, so we got it all pushed up pretty well. From here, we're going to wait till we've got a welder on hand, and we're going to push it up and throw tack welds and stitch weld it together so that we can get it all like buttoned up very nicely, because right now if you push anything up, it's going to bring the rest down, or it's not going to line up as pretty as if we were to weld it. And then once we've got a stitch weld put on, we can grind everything flush and make it pretty and round and get rid of all these sharp edges that do that to you.
Okay guys, so this is the OEM side, not cut at all. So since I don't have the Rocket Bunny fenders anymore, I just measured from the top of the tire up on the other side to where the cut was, which is about 5 inches to 4.5 inches. So as you can see, there is a line right there. This line is for where the cut ends, just so we don't overcut and mess anything up. Towels down there so we have protection on the tires and rims. Then the jack, it's jacked up. The tire is not off the ground, it's just so there's more room between here and here, just so it's easier to cut. But we have a surprise Sawzall blade. We bought one while we were out.
We also got some pork buns and stuff, but we got this because this with a metal cutting blade is going to go through a lot easier and a lot cleaner and just way faster than a grinding wheel or a cut-off wheel, and it's going to throw less sparks, and we're not going to light ourselves on fire as long as we don't cut our hand off.
Yeah, right. And then we also got a hammer because my other one broke and this one won't break, and it'll probably just work a lot better. Oh my god, that's so much quicker.
Oh, yeah. So what we're doing here is we're making a little relief cut for the starting point. I made a cut here, which is our first cut, and I'm going to cut in here with the cut-off wheel just so that I can get the blade of the Sawzall in.
And sparks are going to fly.
Not that much of a pain in the ass.
Next piece down. So far, working with this, the Sawzall blade, I'd have to say, what was that, 10 times quicker? Probably, just for that one piece.
Apart from just waiting for it to charge up.
Yeah, because the battery was partly dead. But that's already the fender cut. It's looking pretty nice. A lot, besides that one little area.
I fucked it.
Yeah. That out your way. Just let's pull with it. Yeah, this hammer's a lot better than the other one. You're crinking right there.
Yeah.
Is it moving or very stubbornly?
Yeah. I mean, as easy as bending any kind of metal with your fingers.
So not easy. You want the hammer?
It's going.
Or are you just going to get it started?
Yeah. I'm just going to pull it to where it's going to be easy with the hammer.
That piece was easy.
Yeah.
That piece is going to be hard. Okay, so guys, so far, the Sawzall blade, a lot more effective than cutting wheels. And then not cutting the black piece and just, well, the other metal piece under there, I should say, and just making some relief cuts, and then you gotta yank them by hand just to get them up a little bit and then hammer them, or you can just go hammering, or you don't gotta hammer at all. But this is the best way we found so far, I'd say, right?
Yeah.
Most quick way. Anything else, Dad? Or
Probably wear a glove if you try to pull them. Don't cut yourself.
yeah.
We're going to steal every other YouTube channel's thing, so safety is number one priority.
Okay guys, so the car is lowered down off the jack. This is the now wheel gap from the upper point. I mean, this is a 305 on here, so it is pretty wide. So a lot of the wheels exposed now. There will be custom over fenders going on this car. There'll be a video for that. The two ways we did it, one side we did with just cutting wheels and hammer and also a scissor jack. This side was just sawzall and cutting wheel a little bit and a little bit of hammer, but most of it was the sawzall. Sawzall definitely helped. Highly recommend using it with a reciprocating saw. Just for those who don't know the exact name, that's what it is. It's reciprocating saw. So highly recommend using that. Also, a cutting blade for metal. It's like a 5-inch, I think, right?
Yeah, that one is like a 5-inch blade, and it's meant for like medium thickness metal. They've all got markings on what they're actually meant to cut. Don't try to go at like a piece of wood with a metal blade or a piece of metal with a wood blade, because you're gonna fuck yourself up pretty good.
Yeah. So I hope this video helped you guys with cutting your fenders. If you liked what you saw, like and subscribe, and we'll catch you in the next one.